Now Rosen to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Wentz now on 1st down. It's over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Run.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Flushed out right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And Nelson's got him here right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.J. Nelson from 17 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Eagles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Let's go. Shorty. Hey.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Being chased, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the drive with Johnson. And some space here. Got some room at the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they'll throw it with Rosen. Caught right side, Gresham. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Let's go. Ram.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here we go. Let's go. Great.
Wentz to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Ajayi. into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard!
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play, because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, have a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And Charles, I think when the schedule...
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a Them like burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, mayday. Bubbles and these models, it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style.